On today's video, we're going to show you how to replace your inside and outside handle on your PTL entrance door. What you'll need is some painter's tape, a 7/16 deep well socket, a size 20 Torx drive screwdriver, and a flat tip screwdriver. With the door in the open position, we begin by placing some tape on the outside handle just to help keep it in place while we're working on it. Just a couple strips up and down will do the trick. We use painter's tape just because it leaves less residue on your door, especially on a hot day. Next, we're going to remove the screws on the inside handle. There's 3 screws that you'll use your Torx screwdriver with. It's a size 20. And you might have to move your knob handle a little bit, just gain access to this one here. And while you're working in this area, you're going to want to remove this cap too. After you remove the inside screws, you're going to pull the handle away a little bit. This is going to allow you to remove the bezel from that area. Then you'll want to push the handle towards the latch side of the door. This is going to make the linkage rod stick out a little bit, and you'll gain easy access to this lock nut. Plus, with it outside of the door, you have less of a chance for it to fall down the frame. Just pull the handle through, just like that. So if you have a powered door, the last thing holding on to this handle is the linkage rod that connects to the actuator. So you're going to want to put the lock in this position here so you can get access to this clip. Slide that clip over, remove the rod, just like that. Now you can remove the tape on the outside of the door. Make sure this deadbolt shaft is pushed in, and twist the handle out just like that. When installing your new handle, make sure you get a gasket to apply around the perimeter of it before you install it. Also, you can take the linkage rod clip from the old handle and apply it here first. It'll just make it a little easier for you. So go on the outside of the door, put the handle through just like this. You might need to push that deadbolt shaft through the opening of the handle. Put your clip out of the way to make it flush with the door panel. And then once you have it in that position, take your tape that you used to hold it when removing it. Now you can use that to hold it in place for the installation. Before you go to install the inside handle, what you want to do is make sure that the holes of the outside handle are lined up with this bracket here. This secures the whole handle assembly in place, and you want to make sure that's lined up so you don't struggle when you place the inside handle. Once you have your outside handle in place, you can go ahead and hook up the linkage rod if your door is powered. Push the actuator back a little bit, and you might have to spin this bracket. Clip that on there. And that's good. Next, take your inside handle and you're going to insert the linkage rod into the rotary latch. Just like that. And what you want to do when you have this part done is put the lock nut on right here. It helps hold it in place. Just finger tight. Then you want to get your deadbolt or your bezel, plastic bezel on through the handle, just like that. And then after that, you need to line up your deadbolt shaft with the knob. And then you have the lever in place here. And now you're ready to install the screws. Now it's time to install our screws. You might have to put some pressure on the back side of the handle to get your screws started. But once you get them snug, you can tighten them all up. The guidelines from the manufacturer is 40 to 50 inch-pounds of torque. You can go ahead and install your little cap on your slide lock lever. Now it comes time to adjust the linkage rod on the latch side of the door. This lock nut that we're going to adjust determines how the rotary latch engages with the rest of the handle assembly. So originally we put the lock nut on there finger tight. So on that lock nut, when it reaches the point to where it hits the nylon, you're going to want to take your 7/16 deep well socket and make 4.5 revolutions inward. That's a good general area to begin. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Just like that. Now we just reinstall our cap. And we're all set.